Is Beetles finally getting tested? Word on the nail street is that Doug Schoon is going to be testing multiple different brands of lamps that claim they can cure all gels with multiple different brands of gels, and he will be naming both the lamps and the gels. And I'm really hoping that one of those is going to be Beetles. But Ren, what will you do if Doug Schoon finds a lamp that Beetles can safely cure in? Let me tell you what I'll do. I'll come on here and I will say, hey, for all of you who insist on using this hot steaming pile of garbage, here is the lamp that can safely cure it. You know, the thing that the brand should have done like 10 years ago, but I digress. Because even though I've been branded like the professional Beetles hater by the nail industry, it seems like people forget why I started doing this in the first place. And it was never to come after one particular company, that's just the one I found a lot of stuff on. As you guys have seen, I've talked about a lot of other shady companies that were doing equally terrible things. Beetles just so happens to be the most popular, but my goal in this has always been nail safety and preventing allergies. And if somebody can find a lamp that will safely cure Beetles gel polish, I will be the first one shouting it from the rooftops because I know millions of people still use it and are going to continue to use it despite all of the warnings and recommendations. And while finding a lamp that Beetles safely cures in would be great, it doesn't negate their horrendous formula. And I also want to clarify that I don't even know what the current formula is. Because after my original call out of them, if you guys remember, they deleted all of the original SDSs and pretty much just allegedly fabricated new ones. Although I don't really even have to say allegedly for that, because y'all can see with your own two eyes that the new SDSs do not match the ingredients on the back of their bottles. So I have no idea what the current formula even is, or what is in it. At this point, I'm not even sure if Beetles themselves knows. But the point is that finding a lamp that can safely cure Beetles gel polish is not going to negate exposure in other ways. Although, of course, at that point, it would be user error, but all users are going to make errors. And with the amount of amazing brands we have in the market right now, including some very affordable ones that are even more affordable than Beetles, with a significantly safer formula that do allow for a little bit of a bigger margin for error, there really is just no reason to continue using that crap. And my opinion about the brand is not going to change. But hopefully what will change if people are using these products correctly is the exposure that comes from undercuring, which currently is a lot because the brand that Beetles includes with their kits is absolute garbage. And at this present moment, we have no idea which lamp is supposed to cure this product. So maybe Doug Schoon's testing can finally give us some insight into that. And that is not something that would upset me. In fact, that's something that would make me very happy, because hopefully it would mean that the people who are continuing to be stubborn and use Beetles go and buy that lamp and significantly reduce the risk of their exposure. Now, I don't know that Beetles is going to be one of the brands Doug is testing in all of these lamps, but seeing as how it's the most popular on the market, especially for DIYers who are at the most risk, I think there's a pretty good chance that he is going to test it. And I cannot wait to see the results. Here is the list of lamps that Doug Schoon is going to test. I want your best guess in the comments as to which one you think might cure Beetles. Love you all very much, and I will see you in the next one.